Welcome back to another FPL video. Game week 11 was so bad. It was the worst game week of the history of all worst game weeks. It Lots of content creators who have been playing this game for years, for a decade, more than a decade, have never experienced this kind of game week. And I'm surprised of how bad it was because all of the main assets, all of the big main assets blanked. People were just relying on their cheap assets to get them through. Literally, were working with scraps. Who got green arrows? They were working with whatever they could manage out of their budget options or all the other options that had left. Salah blank, Saka blank, Son blank, Haaland blank, Watkins blanked. Like what more? For me, I got a lucky break because I got a green arrow somehow. It's a very tiny one, it's like 1k green arrow. I was 3.5 and now I'm 3.4. But I'm happy with that, at least it's progress. I'm so down in the dumps that even a game week like this, I was rewarded with a green arrow because my rank is so shit. Sam Johnston was my best player. Man, Palace defense is proven to be a real solid option to go for. Lots of people had like Palace defenders and they benefited greatly from it. People who had Mitchell, oh my god, he scored a goal and got a clean sheet, 15 pointer. And from the attack, my shining lights were Mitoma, who got a lucky assist. It was a freaking deflected goal. It was very lucky, and Wang Hee-chan prevailed once again. The budget option of my team is just getting an assist or a goal every week. Yeah, let's move on from this game week. Hopefully next game week is better before the international break. I have to get a good green arrow going into the break, otherwise I'm just gonna have a torment of an international break. Yeah. For the transfer, since Dan Burn is like out until like January, it's obvious he goes out. And it's gonna be for Newcastle defender since I don't trust all the other assets that's left. Like the other one is Maguire from Manchester United. They just conceded like 4 goals to Copenhagen. Johnny Evans is injured now. Varane seems like he doesn't give a fuck anymore to Denmark. He's had a fallout with him. He doesn't care anymore. When he came on against Copenhagen, he played like he didn't give a shit. So they could easily concede against Luton, even at home, since people are just like going in Old Trafford and picking up points in this season. And so Newcastle, since even though they conceded 2 goals against Dortmund, they were all like counter-attack based goals. Like they had a really high line because they were desperate to get a goal, and that's how like Brandt countered them in the 2-0 in the second goal. But in the Premier League, I think they'll still be solid. Now there's other options in the Newcastle defense, but I've chosen Lascelles over the likes of Livramento and other assets. First of all, he's cheap. He's cheaper than all of them. And second of all, Livramento, people were going crazy about him in the Champions League lineup, that he's playing as right wing and then shifted into a right back. And people are thinking maybe he'll be a starting 11. I don't think so. I think he could easily play 45 minutes since Lewis Hall can slot in as left back, and then Eddie Howe can take him off, put Trippier as left back, and then bring on Livramento to play as the right back in the second half. That could easily happen. So I'm going for the safer pick in Lascelles to get that full 60 to 90 minutes. Yeah, that's all for transfers. Let's move on to my team selection. For the team selection, it's pretty standard stuff. It's basically the same thing, like with some minor changes in the defense. Johnson still stays in the sticks. Areola has Nottingham Forest at home, but West Ham can easily concede. They concede a lot of goals. And Johnston, if they have a easy fixture, they can keep a clean sheet. Palace, their defense is really good now. So Johnston in goal, and in the defense, it's gonna be Gabriel, Cash, and Lascelles. Gabriel, Burnley at home, Lascelles, Bournemouth away, and Cash faces Fulham. Hopefully Cash does something. He is getting a lot of yellow cards and losing on the clean sheet. That's a bit disappointing from Villa, but with this easy fixture, I expect them to keep a clean sheet. They have to. Gabriel, I think, obviously could easily keep a clean sheet. And Lascelles, hopefully he keeps a clean sheet against Bournemouth. Their defense is looking shaky now, but I think against these teams they could keep a clean sheet. Uh, and in the midfield, it's gonna be the same: Wang Chan, Salah, Saka, Mitoma, Son. So it could have I could have played Simicas over Wang, but since Simicas got benched last week and saved him for the Europa League fixture, maybe he could again get benched in the weekend. So might as well play Wang. And he is at home against the Spurs team who lost their defense. The Udogi Romero both got red cards against Chelsea, and Ben Devine got injured with pulled his hamstring. That's bad. Their only line of defense who can save him is Vicario. Dyer is gonna play, and some other player I can't remember who's gonna play. Their defense is looking now shaky, and Spurs will play a high line, while Wolves are just gonna counter them. That's gonna play in Wolves' side, and they are playing at the Molineux as well. So I'm expecting goals from both ends. And the other ones are pretty self-explanatory. They have easy fixtures. Mitoma, Sheffield United. Saka plays Burnley. Salah plays Brentford. Brentford isn't an easy fixture, but it's at home to Liverpool. And Watkins and Haaland. Good thing Haaland isn't injured anymore. And Watkins, hopefully, he hopefully scores a goal. Ever since he came into my team, he didn't do anything. And Salah with the captaincy because over Saka, because one, it's a Sunday fixture, and two, it's at home for Liverpool for Salah. Like Salah has the bigger output. He is on penalties. Saka is on penalties as well, but Liverpool are better at attacking. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, get a green arrow to go into the international break and actually keep on improving my rank. Yeah, thanks for watching and catch you all later.